Kim Batterman here, one of the owners of Coaching Toolkit 101. And we're here to look at the 9 projects that all businesses really need to focus on today if they want to go from the old-fashioned way of selling, Sales 101, to the modern day of selling, and we call it the 2020 vision. Now, we've all been taught to attract, convert, and close, but most of us have been taught to do that the wrong way for today's business professionals and for today's clients. We really need to get focused on the 2020 vision. So let's look at these 9 different projects, or 9 things that companies and businesses and salespeople need to focus on today in order to become the best that they can be and have full funnels. More demand than they have supply. More funnels flooding full, not just trickles. We'll talk about that in just a minute. All right, so the first thing we need to work on is becoming the expert. Now, you don't have to be the very best in the world, but you've got to be the best in your field, in your area. You got to go from really reasonably unknown to really well-known, and in fact, well-known both in person and online. Very important that our online presence is big, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. We also want to work on a funnel. We need to work on a funnel. We all do that every day, right? But do we do it the onesie-twosie way, the slow, the messy, the hard way? Or do we really have a solid, powerful funnel? In other words, is our funnel really just a trickle? And in some cases, is it a tap frozen shut? Or is it a flood? We need to work on the funnel so we have a flood. It's very valuable today to have automation. So we can go from the one-to-one sales, the slow, the messy, the hard. Sometimes you get a client, sometimes you don't. You never know for sure if your funnel's going to be full on a consistent basis. We want to go from that one-to-one, or all one-to-one, to one-to-many. This is really not that hard if you know how to do it. And it makes a huge difference in your business and your business model. Then we want to convert, right? So we attract, we want to be the expert, we need a full funnel, and we need some automation. If we're going to convert, we're converting our clients. And our clients look at us now as something. Are we more in supply than we are in demand? In other words, is there a greater supply of you or your products and service than there is a demand for you? You want quality, you want a full funnel, you're going to need to have higher demand than you have supply. And we need campaigns. That's the next project we want to talk about. Is your date book really full, or is your date book relatively empty? Do you have everything booked up 3 weeks out from now? Or 3 months out from now? When you look at your ultimate goal on an annual basis, do you know for sure where you're getting your leads from? And from those leads in that campaign, do you know with definiteness of purpose that you're going to get to that goal at the end of the year? Is your date book relatively empty? Or is your date book really full and you know for sure exactly where your business is coming from and that you'll meet your goals? Then we want to talk about the online presence. The 6th project we want to work on is our online presence. Now, can people find you really quickly? Can they look you up? Can they identify with who you are and what you do and what you sell? And do they get excited about it and make a phone call to you and want to work with you, start a relationship? Is there a lot of silence, or is there a powerful noise here? This is a really important one today, and it's a place most businesses are missing out. The 7th project we want to work on has to do with our closing. We want to attract, convert, and close. And if you're going to close, you need to have a model. You really need to go from that one-to-one, or that time and energy-based money, time for models, or time for money, to a really scalable model. Not time for money, but scale. We want scale so we can take on lots and lots more customers, and we don't have to work lots and lots more hours. You really need a model. It needs to be your model. Now we're going to talk about systems. That's the next project that you need to work on. Maybe one of the most important ones of all, because we talk about having a problem. Your clients or potential clients have a problem. They need something. They need a product, service, or both, right? And you've got the promise. You've got the solution. But what's in the middle? Is it just a bunch of random ideas that you're trying to communicate to people, or is there a solid system there that they can buy? So we need to have systems. We don't want just a bunch of random ideas. It's really hard to sell a bunch of random ideas, and it's really easy to sell process and systems. And that makes your business duplicatable. That's where you get efficiency, and you can satisfy on your model and have a scalable business. Now, the next project and the final project is talking about leverage, talented leverage. If you're doing all of the work in your business right now, you're the head, the shoulders, the knees, and the toes, you're doing all the heavy lifting. And that's hard, and it's slow, and it's messy, and it's difficult, and it's no fun. And once you have talented leverage in your business, and you know how to hire talented leverage into your business, you're going to be lifted. And your business will be more fun, you'll make your customers more happy, and you'll be happier as well. So we want you to have more of what you got into business for in the first place. More money, so that you can do the things you want to do, and you can add value to more people's lives. More purpose, So you can work with hundreds and thousands and maybe tens of thousands of really happy clients and quality people. And we want you to have more harmony so you can live the life of your dreams. Now, if you get these things right, your business is going to be booming. It'll be fantastic, and you'll know exactly where it's going and how you're going to get there. So we want to work with you as we work with ourselves on these 9 projects. Give us a call. We'll do a quick needs analysis or a short one-on-one session that will work with you, a coaching session, so we can identify which of these projects you need to work on first and why we need to work on those projects and how we can move each of these projects forward. So you just ask yourself, are you relatively unknown or are you completely known? Do you kind of have a trickle in your funnel or is it a flood? Are you mostly selling one-to-one or do you have a scalable, automated one-to-many model? Do you have more supply for you and your products and goods than you have demand? And do you have a campaign which fills your date book on a consistent basis? Or is your date book relatively empty and your store maybe as well? When you think about your online presence, is it relatively quiet? Is it silent or is it a powerful noise? Do you have a model? Is it your model? And is it a scalable model? Or is it all time and energy based? And we run out of time and we run out of energy and we can't move our business to the next level. Do you have systems, or are your systems really just a bunch of ideas and they're not really duplicatable and it's not something you can sell so you can get your people from their problems to your promise? Or do you have processes in place, consistent processes in place, and it's very understood by you, your clients, and your employees? And do you have leverage? Are you doing all the heavy lifting, or do you understand how to hire talent and you've got that around you so you're lifted? Well, we can help you take action on this, and if you get this right, your business is going to be fantastic. Unfortunately, if you get this wrong, you're going to be where you are today and maybe even in a worse position because other people are getting this right. So we want you to go from not enough business, too much supply, not enough clients, no time, no systems, to a business with many, many clients, systems to get people interested in you, hooked on you, and committed to you, so you can have more income, more impact, and more independence. Call us today and we'll do that one-to-one coaching, one-on-one coaching, or we can do a mini needs analysis and get an understanding of which of these projects, what project you need to work on first. And please go to some of the other areas and check out the other videos that are here. They'll give you more information and an explanation of exactly what each of the projects and our coaching programs do. Thanks for watching. This is Kim Batterman.